taking it up again. Who are we? We are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. Let's go to Romans 13:11. You know, right?
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. In that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Are we always telling our people that it's high time? Y'all walking around on the 4th of July and America's not even free. America didn't win no wars in their whole history. The war in 1812, the British came, they burnt down the White House, they burnt down the Capitol, and if it wasn't for God sending a hurricane to Washington, D.C., you would have been talking with a little different accent. Read it again.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. In that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's way past time for you to wake up. Everybody say they know what's up. They know what's happening. I'm down. You down with what? The Black Lives Matter movement don't have nothing to do with the Negroes.
That's right.
How come white Black Lives Matter? When was a white man and a white woman a Black Life Matter? They don't care about you. Read it again from the top.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. In that, knowing the time,
read,
that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Read, brother.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now salvation day is right here in Jamaica on the 4th of his lying to you, and they set no bombs and guns. They say Black Lives Matter, and a black man still get killed in the street. Women, they're having sex with men, and they commit an abortion. What Black Life Matter? Who's Black life? And you're not even black. You're the children of Israel. You're God's chosen. Hold that. Read. Go to Jeremiah 2:5. Read.
Verse 12. The night is far spent.
The partying, all that partying is over. The darkness is over. You barbecuing meat, and America's not even free, and they're giving you Independence Day. America never won a war. So where they free at? Read.
The day is at hand.
The day is at hand. Read.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Let's cast off all this Black Lives Matter, trans Black Lives Matter, white life looking like a Black Life Matter, guns in the street, cops choking us out. Let's cut all the works of darkness off. We are special people that don't even know it. The Bible is not for the white man. The only thing white about the Bible, once again, is the pages. The pages are white. The Bible's a black experience. Read.
And let us put on the armor of light.
Put the armor, hold your Bible out. Put the armor of light. The armor, open it. The armor of light are these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
This is the only thing that's going to get us out of the war to come. It's going to be a war. It's going to be white on white, and then it's going to be white on black. The Bible tells you that they're going to go to war against God's chosen. We God's chosen. Why do you think we get killed?
That's right.
Read.
The book of Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
The law is light. Go back to where you at.
The book of Romans chapter 13 verse 12. The night is far spent.
The night is far spent. Read.
The day is at hand.
The day of destruction is at hand. Read.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Let's cast all the works off. See what happened to us? We wanted to be dark. We wanted to go against the Most High. We wanted to worship graven images. And look what happened to us. Look what happened to us when we went against our Creator. He didn't give the laws to nobody but the blacks, the West Indians, and the Hispanics, and the Native American Indians who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
And let us put on the armor of light.
Put on the armor of light. The brother read the armor of light. That's the law, statutes, and commandments. Now I want to ask you a question. Read that.
Reading out of the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 5. Thus says the Most High,
MALACHI 6.
what iniquity have your fathers found in me?
Say it again.
Thus saith the Most High, what iniquity have your fathers found in me?
Say it again.
Thus saith the Most High, What iniquities has your father found in me?
So what did Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob find wrong with the Most High God of Israel? Not God of the white man, not God of the Chinese man, not God of the Arabs, God of the Israelites. What iniquity did Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob find with our Heavenly Father and our King Christ? Read.
That they are gone far from me.
That our men want to be black, transgender, our women want to abort all of their babies, and some dumb boxer said if it wasn't for abortion, he would have had 30 kids. That's a serial killer mass murder. Read what you got.
The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
So the Most High telling you, we're gonna let the devil go down. Read that again for
Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord.
The Most High said He is a God. Did you know the Most High was a black man? Tell the truth. Did you know He was black? Did you know Christ was black? Did you know you are God's chosen people? Did you know? Read.
Malachi 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
Most High don't change. So when people say, oh, He done away with them so-called Israelites, He done away with us. What'd He say?
I change not.
He don't change.
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 I change not.
I like this guy. Read.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Therefore, we not consumed. Look, they tore us up, but what?
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
We are not what?
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Look what they did to us.
Are not consumed.
And you want to still do 4th of July.
Are not consumed.
Look what they did to us.
Are not consumed.
And you still burning flesh and fireworks.
Are not consumed.
And we are still not consumed. That's right. Read what you got. 11. Read on 11. I'm 2 and 11. I want you to hold that thought. When you hold that thought, I love it. I love it. Read.
Jeremiah, read now the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 11. Had a nation changed their God?
Say what?
Hath the nation changed their God?
Have the black man and black woman changed their God to Allah, to Buddha? Have we changed our gods when God is black? Did you know that God was a black man, sister? A spirit of a black man? Did you know? I can't hear you. Nobody don't know? What about Christ? What do you think about Christ? Nobody know? Nobody know what color Christ is? Get that for me.
Daniel 7, verse 9.
Listen.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days.
The Ancient of Days is God Himself, okay?
Did sit.
You go to 113.
Whose garment was white as snow,
God is black?
and the hair of his head.
You know that.
He's telling you in the
The Bible
scriptures.
saying
And the
that.
hair of his head, like pure
His
wool.
hair was like what?
Like pure
No,
wool.
it was straight.
Like pure
No,
wool.
it was wavy.
Like pure wool.
Who has pure wool here? I'm just saying, because back then, they wouldn't say he had an afro. They said he had cut. They said he had cut. What I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, sir.
If you give me a minute or two,
I'm listening.
I got you, sister.
No, I want to
Okay.
know.
Revelation chapter
Now
1, verse
listen,
1.
this is
the revelation of Jesus
This
Christ.
is Christ. The revelation, well, y'all call him Jesus, but there's no J in Hebrew, so his name is Yahweh, which means Yahweh, which means salvation.
Okay.
It's salvation. You get on John 4:22. We're gonna find out who salvation is from real quick, just a little bit.
Verse 14.
Read.
His head.
His what?
His head.
His who?
His head.
Read.
And his hairs
And his hairs.
were white like wool.
What? Say
White
what?
like
They
wool.
were white like wool.
White like
Wait a
wool.
minute. The white man doesn't have woolly hair, so that white Jesus is dead. The white man doesn't have woolly hair. Now there's only one nation that got woolly hair. We're gonna just let him continue.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were like a flame of fire.
That's
because a lot of people, our own people, didn't want to give him respect and give him love. They tried to kill Christ. So he was stressed out. A lot of people like to say he drank a little wine too. What black man don't like wine? But he's a black man. Remember? You think a white man could turn water into wine? That's a black man thing. Read. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Stay for a minute.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet was like brass. What color is brass is? You know what color brass is? Come on. You didn't. I know you didn't drop out of school in kindergarten. Come on, talk to me. It was brown. It said like fine brass. Fine brass would be like if you picked up a dirty penny, okay? If you picked up a dirty penny off the ground. That's fine brass.
As if they burned in a furnace.
And then it was like you put that brown penny in a furnace and burn it. Christ was almost as dark. He wasn't black, but he was very dark with white woolly hair. So is God. God is his father. His father sent him. Right. His father sent him not for the whole world. Father sent him to wake up the wickedness that we've been doing. What I told you to get real quick? Get John 4:22. Because see, we say we know we are the Jews of the Bible. Those Williamsburg freaks, pedophiles, and murderers, it's not them. They have stolen our identity. It's very important with identity. Read what you got.
Read now the book of St. John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
This is not putting you on the spot, but do you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, I do.
Do you celebrate Mother's Day?
I do.
Do you celebrate Father's Day?
I do.
Do you do Easter?
Yes, sir.
Read it again.
Ye read now the book of St. John.
Just stay with it. Go.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
The Bible's telling you when you do these days, you don't know what you worship. I mean, I know it sounds no, look, wait.
Everybody doing it.
No,
so
but everybody doing
Mother's
it.
Day is different.
But guess what? We're not doing it.
That's different.
What we're trying to tell you is it's not biblical. You can't say, go ahead.
The book of Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Now what did you just say? You said everybody doing it.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
But this is important, sis, even for you. I mean, you know, your favorite scripture about snatching somebody away, the devil snatching away.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well, no, you hold that and read that.
The book of Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Don't follow, and just because, they doing it. Remember back in the day, you said, your mother, somebody your parents, Remember they said, Betty jumped over the bridge. You gonna jump over the bridge too?
The book of Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Even in Psalms, don't suffer thy foot to move towards evil.
Thou shalt not follow.
No, that's not what that means though. Hell no. That's not what it means. You gotta go in the spirit. Just like, did you know the Christmas tree was an idol? It was an idol. Every time you get a gift or put a gift, you gotta bow down. You bow down to your God. All people bowing down to men, they bowing down to women, they bowing down to money. Read what you got.
Read now the book of St. Mark, chapter 4, verse 14. The story of
No. Get that 4 back to 4:22. So you understand, we represent the so-called Jews, but we really Israelites. The Bible called them Jesus, and the Bible called us Jews. There's no J in Hebrew. His name is Yahweh, which means salvation. I'm going to show you who salvation is only for. B.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Christmas, New Year's, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Fish Day, Dog Day, Bat Day, Cat Day. You know not what you're worshiping when you're doing this. It comes with sacrifices and stipulations to Satan. Read.
We know what we worship.
We know what we're doing up here.
That's
because
right.
if we say we know God is black, we know his son that he sent was black, his son that he sent that was black, he sent him only for us. Read.
For salvation.
Say what?
For salvation.
Go ahead.
Is of the Jews.
No, of the white man.
Of the Jews.
Of the Puerto Rican man.
Of the Jews.
Of the Arabs.
Of the Jews.
Of the Chinese man.
Of the Jews.
So see, everybody else corrupts us. We're not supposed to eat pork, shrimp, lobster. Supposed to be heterosexual relationships.
That's the thing, and I love this thing.
That's slave food. But God said not to do it.
God said not to do it.
So 94 and 10 Psalms. 94 and 10, I think, because see, we out here, everybody Black Lives Matter, well, Black Lives don't matter.
That's
because
right.
They still hanging us.
That's
and
right.
Guess what? We not, because you know why? Because we not black. So it's coming the time now that you're going to have to make a stand for righteousness, or if you want to still stay and pour the gravy of sin all over you. Read what you got. I think this is right. Go ahead, 10. Go ahead.
Psalm 94 and 10. He that chastiseth...
No, 14, maybe 14. 94. You know what I want? Rise up. Who will rise up?
Yeah, I got it.
16. Yeah.
Psalm 94 verse 16.
Listen.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
We out here and dig it. I don't care what nobody tell you. You getting this straight from the heart. You getting it straight from love. We are not a hate group. We are a disenfranchised nation of people. Why I say that? All you see is black people here. Puerto Ricans are us. The Native American Indians are us. We are disenfranchised, separated nation of people. That's why they call us minority. All of us together, we are like the sands of the sea. Read. No.
Psalm 94 verse 16.
Listen.
Who will rise up for me?
Who will rise up for God? Who will rise up for Christ? That's what it is. Not Jesus, because Jesus is the God of the white man. Jesus, his name is Yahushua, and he's black. Read.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Against the evildoers. Anybody evil, we try. The Most High is asking, who will rise up for him? Read.
And who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Against the workers of iniquity. And everybody say the white man's all right. I'm not telling you to hate him. I'm not a racist. We are nationalists. He did his job very well to us. He did his job very well. And this is what we're trying to do. This is what you're trying to do. Give me that Mark what? With that real, you know what I want? The one about pushing somebody away, Satan pushing somebody away. Get it real quick. Get it real quick. Get it while she's still here so she can.
The book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 15.
Listen.
And these are they by the wayside.
These are they by the wayside. Standing on the side, read.
When the word is shown.
When the word is shown to you, and we're showing you the word right now, whether you believe it or not, we're still showing you the word. Go ahead.
But when they have heard.
But when they have heard.
Satan comes immediately.
Certain come immediately. Your friend pulling you away. No disrespect to her, but this is the Bible got everything in it you want to know.
That's right.
It even got, you give me Isaiah 51 and 20. It even got our brothers with their pants down, standing on the corner. Read it.
Satan comes immediately.
Satan comes immediately.
And takes away the word.
And takes away what you already have learned.
That was sown in the heart.
That was sown in your heart. Read.
Isaiah chapter, Isaiah chapter 51 verse 22.
Listen.
Thus said the Lord.
This is our God, the black God that sent the black son for only the black people. Read.
Thy power, thy God, that pleaded his cause to the people.
So what are 51 and 20, right? The head of the street. The head of the street. 20, I said that. Read.
Thy sons have fainted.
Our sons, our boys, homeboy, our boys have faded. They don't got nothing to do. They don't have their identity right now. They walk up and down the street. Blunt. You know what they say? What's the stuff? What they call it? Sour. Read.
They lie at the head of all the street.
They laying at, look over there now. Who's on the head of the street? Your brothers. The Bible is no joke. Who is the head of the street? Maybe our sisters over there. Brothers, sisters. What they do?
That's where they make the money.
Listen.
As a wild bull in a net.
We talking about the young bloods running around with their pants under their butt and the bull in the net. You are a bull in the net trying to shake loose. Read.
They are full of the fury of Yahweh.
What?
They are full of the fury of Yahweh.
See why our young men getting shot and killed in the street? You got it? 9:22. I did 9:29. See why we getting shot in the street? Because they are full of the fury. So it's the Most High. Don't think the devil did it. God killed them boys. Read what you got.
Isaiah 9 verse 21. Manasseh, Ephraim, and Ephraim Manasseh, and they together shall be against Judah.
Jeremiah 22. Just same thing, Jeremiah. So finish that off. Go back to it.
Jeremiah 9 verse 21. For death is come up into the windows.
Death has come up. You talk about Black Lives Matter, but death is coming up. The little girl, what the little girl do that was doing her math homework? She's an A+ student. she got entrances in the college. All the college wanted her, but she got shot up in there doing her science homework.
For death is come up into our windows.
That little baby got shot and killed.
For death is come up into our windows and is entered into our palaces.
And it's in our house. Back then we had palaces out there. We lived lovely. You think you live in large now in a condo and maybe a little bit of land, you got an acre, you think you're the man? Death has been what?
And death is come up into our windows.
Death has come up into our windows, read.
And is entered into our
And
palaces.
has entered into our palaces, read.
To cut off the children.
To cut off our children, and we get murdered, killed in the street. We got black on black crime, so-called black on black crime, but that's actually the white man giving you a gun to be a traitor to your own people, and you killing your own army, read.
To cut off the children.
To cut off the children, read.
From without.
From without.
And the young men from the street.
And the young men in the street. How could that not be what's going on now? Are you nuts? What you got? Read that again. Because this is what they're doing. They heading in the street and they looking for you. They looking for each other. That's the spirit of the Most High Spirit.
Isaiah 51 verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
They waiting to kill each other in these streets. The drug game is not just black little young brothers selling drugs. The game starts with the gang members trickling down the drugs from the cops, from the assemblymen, from the councilmen, from the senators. It goes to D.C. It ain't hard to understand why the Bloods and Crips is the same red and blue as the Republicans and the Democrats. Stop playing. Read it again.
Thy sons have fainted.
They fainted. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because they're not being taught at home. Read.
They lie at the head of all the streets.
They're at the head of the street lurking for you. Lurking for you with the angel of death on each other. Read.
As a wild bull in a net.
You know what a wild bull in the net does? A wild bull in the net try to shake the net off. Read.
They are full of the fury of the...
They full of the fury of the Most High. You go to Deuteronomy 32 and 39. This is the fury of the Most High. You can pass, sir. You can pass anywhere you want. We want to show you what the fury of the Most High is. All of y'all people think God is love. He only love. That's not my God. You're right, that's not your God, because our God is a murderer. He's a killer. And nobody can stop him.
That's right. Read now the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I,
the Most High, read.
Am He.
He's that God. The Most High is that God. He's that power. Read.
And there is no God with me.
And no gods with the Most High God of the Almighty God of the world. Read.
I kill.
He what?
I kill.
He did what?
I kill.
He what?
I kill.
He did what?
I kill.
Read.
And I make alive.
And he makes alive. Ain't no coronavirus kill nobody. The coronavirus didn't kill nobody. Who killed? What he say?
I kill.
The Most High God said what?
I kill.
The Most High killed that person. Read.
And I make alive.
Acts 50 cent. Acts 50. Acts 50. He got shot 9 times. And he got brought alive. Read.
I wound.
He wound. Read.
And I heal.
And he healed. Read.
Neither is there any that can deliver you out my hand.
Never say Mother Nature was no damn tornado. Never said Mother Nature was no hurricane. The Most High is the one. Read. We're gonna finish that off. What the Most High say?
Neither is there any.
What?
Neither is there any.
Read.
That can deliver out of my hand.
Mother Nature ain't never had a job. Mother Nature ain't no such thing as Mother Nature. The Most High sent the hurricane. The Most High sent the fire in California. The Most High got Middle America underwater. And people died. And what the Most High said, he did what? I killed. Read it.
I killed.
Most High do that. So get it twisted. Read.
And I make alive.
2 Ezra 9 verse 22.
Finish.
Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
So we want you to understand the God that we deal with, he ain't playing. He don't play. That's the reason why he had to send Yahushua back to us. The Most High is a killer. He had to send his son back to redeem the black name. Ain't no getting around that. Ain't no getting around that. I want you to get me what for Lamentation 4:12. I gotta rock with that. Yeah, read.
The book of 2 verse 9 verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born.
Slow it down, Prince.
Let the multitude perish then,
Let all of them die is what said, read.
which was born in vain.
Now listen, if you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, how you doing, sis? Of God, he said you're gonna perish. You gotta repent. Your life
Perish then,
let all of them die, the Most High said, read.
which was born in vain.
Born in vain. Homeboy said sour, country, all of that stuff. Let who?
Which was born in
No,
vain.
read it from the top.
Let the multitude perish
That's all
then.
y'all sour people read.
Let the multitude perish then.
We do all of it. Why?
Let the multitude perish then.
Why? Did you know that the Bible wasn't had the Apocrypha first until the Romans took it out? Did you know that?
Okay.
What's your nationality, Prince?
What's my nationality?
Yeah.
You know what it is.
What? No, I don't know what it is.
The first
Help me out.
constitution took that
Man,
away
you
from us.
take too long with that. You almost baffled me. What's your nationality? Just make what the brother said. Make it plain. Make it plain.
We out here,
We out here, but I'm just asking you.
I'm out here.
I'm just asking you.
Tell them Jim Messi. Keep
Okay, read. Read. Go ahead. What I told
Let
you.
the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Let the multitude perish. And believe it or not, we walk around, we ask our people what their nationality is. A lot of them give us the humana from Jackie Gleason. Read what you got.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 12.
No, one.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 1.
Chapter 1. 1 verse 12.
1 verse 12.
Good, you want to come through? Come on, you come through. You want to talk about it? Come on, you Latino, right? That means you're one of the princesses of... You mix with everything? Oh, okay, so sounds like H-E-A-T-H-E-N. I don't know, I'm just saying. Sounds like a heathen to me. Read what you got.
The book of Lamentations.
I'm gonna direct this at you. Yo, excuse me, you and me right now, we're gonna build, since you're the only building right here, okay? Read. I want you to study this picture. Read.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 1, verse 12. It is nothing to you, all ye that pass by. Behold,
Is this
and
nothing
see.
to you? Is this nothing to you? Getting ready to bring another young baby in the world, but look what they did to the babies back then. I want you to study this picture too, Prince, because you know stuff. You act like you know stuff. Read it again from the top. You don't have to act. This is just a family dialogue. No, it's a friendly family dialogue. Read. Read.
It is nothing to you.
Is it nothing to you?
I don't need to be reminded.
Read.
All ye that pass by.
All of y'all that pass us by. This sign is it nothing to you? These are your ancestors. Y'all said, yo, I'm African American. I'm African. These people got snatched from Africa. Read it again from the top.
It is nothing to you.
Brother, you see this? You from the nation of Israel? Are you a Negro? See this? Is this nothing to you? Does this mean nothing to you? Read.
All ye that pass by.
All of y'all that pass by. Did you understand y'all learned slavery in school, princes? Y'all know y'all princes, right? Oh, okay, I got a scripture for that too. Give me Jeremiah 30. No, Isaiah 30, you know what I want, right? Teach us. Okay, read.
And see if there be any sorrow.
They talk about the fake Jews that got our country. They talk about the fake Jews and their Holocaust, but read it again from the top.
Is it nothing to you, all ye that pass by?
Does this mean nothing to you that your great-great-great-great-grandfather got murdered and mutilated? Read.
That's so.
Behold,
Can I get my
and
third?
see if there be any sorrow like unto my sorrow.
No sorrow like what happened to our ancestors. But y'all love America. Y'all burning flesh on the 4th of July. That's a lot. Read.
Which is done unto me, wherewith the Lord have afflicted me in the day of his fierce anger.
Excuse me, sister. Something to you? Try to hide, you know that's a dude. Read what you got.
Isaiah 30 in verse 9, verse 10, which said to the seals,
Now you might want to stop and hear this, sis.
which said to the seals, sin not,
See, all of y'all that pass us by, y'all don't want to hear the truth.
which said to the seals, sin not,
Don't see what we doing. We sinning against God. We getting our nails done, our fingernails done, and we gonna go to church and get lied to.
which
Read.
said to the seals, sin not,
Don't see what I'm doing. I'm committing adultery. I'm the pastor. I'm committing adultery with a little boy.
sin not,
Read. Don't see that.
and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things,
Jeremiah. Yeah, you want to wave your hand? Why you waving your hand though?
prophesy not
Why you
unto us
waving your
right
hand?
things,
Let's talk about it, brother.
Prophesy
Let's
not
talk
unto us
about
right
it.
things.
Let's talk about it. The truth is always better than a lie.
prophesy not unto us right
Truth
things,
is always better than a lie.
prophesy not unto us right
You don't
things,
want to hear the truth.
prophesy not unto us right
I
things,
want to do Christmas.
prophesy not unto us right
I
things,
want to do Mother's Day.
prophesy not unto us right
I
things,
want to do Father's Day.
prophesy not unto us right
I
things,
want to do Mother's Day, Father Day, Sister Day, Brother Day, Dog Day, Cat Day. Read.
speak unto us smooth things,
Tell us a lie.
speak unto us smooth things,
Tell us something that's going to get
speak
me
unto
through the
us
day.
smooth things,
Take us smooth things. Read.
prophesy deceits,
Give us lies. Tell us Christmas is good.
get
Tell us,
you out of the way,
get out of the way that this never happens. Read.
turn your sight out of the path,
Get your back out of my face. Turn your foot. Get out of my house. Get out of my temple. What do you say? Get out of my palace. I don't want to hear that. Did you know King Manasseh sawed Isaiah in half? What Isaiah said? Go right back up there. That's Isaiah. What Isaiah said? What Manasseh said?
Isaiah 30 verse 10,
What Manasseh say?
get out of the way,
Get out of the way.
get out of the way,
Get out of my way.
get out of the way,
I'm going to saw you in
get
half.
out of the way,
Read.
turn the sight out of the path,
That's what y'all tell us. See the dude that he said, get out of here. Get out. I said, what you say, brother? Can we dialogue? Get
Turn
out
that
of here.
sight out of the
He
path.
said, turn my way out of the path. Read.
cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Cause the Holy One of Israel. We don't want to hear about you the greatest nation that ever lived. You don't want to hear that you the greatest nation that ever lived on the bottom, swimming on the bottom, crawling on the bottom, walking on the bottom. You're on the bottom. Read.
Isaiah 30 verse 9, that this is a rebellious people.
We are what?
A rebellious people.
No, we good.
A rebellious people.
We are rebellious people. Read.
Lying children.
Lying children that teach the children lies.
Lying children.
Teach the children lies.
Children.
Merry Christmas.
Lying children.
Easter.
Lying children.
We doing it for the kids. But
Lying
guess,
children.
but guess what the kids become?
Lying children.
If the kids follow Christmas, Easter, New Year, what do they become?
Lying children.
What they become?
Lying children.
Lying, so we lying to our children. When God is black, Christ is black, and black lives don't matter. Black lives don't matter. We finish that up with finish it up with
Shield.
Give me Ecclesiastes. Verse 12, read verse 12. I'm sorry, slide.
Verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word and just in oppression,
Because you despise righteousness, you kill the prophets,
and perverseness,
and perverseness. You got a man wanting to be a lady and wanting to have a baby. That's perverse. I ain't even getting to Romans 1:25. You go there before I get out of here. I'm gonna run with that. Read.
and stay their own.
Okay, well, that's all right. It's for you too, sis.
Therefore, this iniquity
Therefore, these sins
shall be to you
shall be to us.
as a breach ready to fall.
That's why this happened to us. That's why we still getting shot in the face, in the back, still getting murdered. There's no regards for the young or the old, and you got crackers talking about crackers and transgender benders talking about Black Lives Matter. They hijack your tragedy.
Right.
They don't understand how the hell a white person walk down the street talking about Black Lives Matter when they've been killing us for 400 years in this country.
That's
Are you insane? Only the black man will let a white man that killed you walk down the street and say Black Lives Matter with you. Get the hell out of here.
That's right.
Excuse my French. Read what you got.
The book of Romans,
25.
the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Say it again.
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Brother, Paul said, who changed the truth of the God of the Bible into a lie. Who did this? It wasn't anybody else but the so-called white man. Job 9:24, I gotta get that in there. Read.
And worship and serve the creature.
And worship the white Jesus. Jesus. Every Sunday you worship the face of the same people that's been murdering and raping and robbing men and women. And Margaret Sanger, may she burn in hell. Margaret Sanger, may she burn in hell. Everybody, Margaret Sanger, shall she burn in hell. Margaret Sanger, shall she burn in hell. She was the chief CEO of Planned Parenthood. They say it's about 13 million so-called, they can't really get all our numbers right, but there are 13 million Negroes in America. Since 1976, they have murdered and aborted more than 13 million people in America. Imagine how many people we would have. And like I said, that dumb boxer, he said, yeah, if it wasn't for abortion, I'd have 30 kids. Finish.
More than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Drop down to it with the sodomites, pedophiles, and transgender, and all that nasty stuff. Read.
Romans chapter 1, verse 29. Being filled with unrighteousness.
They're filled with unrighteousness, so that means that their lives don't matter either. He already said, let the multitude perish that was born in vain. Read.
Fornication.
Fornication. What? You think sodomite and lesbian relationships, do you think they don't be whoremongers too? Are you stupid? Read.
Wickedness.
What?
Wickedness.
Say it again.
Wickedness.
They're wicked just like the regular man and woman. Read.
Covetousness.
Oh, I want that. I want that man and you a man. Oh, I love that lady and you a lady. That's covetousness and that's wickedness. Read.
Maliciousness. Maliciousness.
Read.
Full of envy.
Let's drop that go man with man. You know what it is. Go straight to it where it said woman with women. Let's get it over with. Let's get it in there. Read. Come on, ain't that far now. Go to 28 and 29.
That was 29.
And then read it. You wasn't supposed to stop.
But the murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh.
Now this is what, if anything you do that's against the scripture, you are antichrist and you are a hater of the Most High God, the Creator. And that's really bad for his children to divorce him and run around playing the whore with the other nations. Read. Proverbs 26.
First, Romans chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affection.
Gave them up to vile, disgusting love, disgusting attraction, because vile and affection are supposed to go together, because that's satanic. Read.
For even their woman.
Who?
For even their woman.
One woman with one woman. Read.
Did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
They changed the natural use to what it was against nature. Now we know what's against nature. Against nature is two women sleeping together, or two men sleeping together, or two women adopting a boy or a girl. How does that work? Read.
And likewise also the men.
Likewise those sodomite men liking each other. That's disgusting. That's all we talking about out here. But everybody said to each his own. But we got a surprise for you, Reed.
Leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another.
Leaving the natural use of a woman. Even when a woman back up and dance in the clubs, they giddy, but that's a negative spirit. That's a nasty spirit. Read.
Men with men.
Men with women, that's off. Read.
Working that which is unseemly.
And that's nasty. Read.
And receiving in themselves that.
You said in what?
And receiving in themselves that recompense.
So if a man puts his private part into another man, how's that gay? Gay mean happy. That's not happy, that's nasty, Reed.
Of their error which was me.
Okay, drop that and go to 32. Let's get it over. Because everybody talking about Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, this life matter, that life matter. 23 and 1? Oh yeah, that's nasty too. I'm gonna let him get that when he get that. But everybody talking about Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, white people that don't look Black Lives Matter. Everybody got the platform on poor old George Floyd. If George Floyd was alive today, he dropped dead because of all the nonsense that's going on. Finish 32.
Verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh?
They know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. They know Sodom and Gomorrah got blown up. They know the judgment is death. They know AIDS came on when the gays, I'm not saying they created it, but AIDS, as an end judgment of AIDS, those Sodomites died, even though it was supposed to be drug induced. Read.
Go ahead, they which commit such things
Read.
Are worthy of death.
They're worthy of death too. Oh, to each his own. Okay, then you're dead because you're a part of the multitude that's going to perish. You can do the Deuteronomy 23 and 1. You read what you got.
Job 9 verse 24.
Remember he said, who changed the truth of God into a lie? Read.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, who's controlling the earth right now? Who's controlling the earth? Brother, you know who's controlling the earth right now? God? No, we're talking about physically.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The white man is controlling the earth. That's why you can do what you want to do. That's why to each his own. That's why Black Lives Matter with white faces on it. That's why Black Lives Matter with lesbians being the creators. That's why Black Lives Matter with George Soros funding them.
He covers the faces of the judges thereof.
Remember, everybody think that the Christ of the Bible is a white man. All of our forefathers that did not know after 1492, they had white pictures of the Christ in their house. Think Jesus is white. Name is Yahweh and he's black. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 1.
Go back to Ecclesiastes 14.
He that is wounded in the stones.
If you're a transgender, what? It's hard to come out. Hard to come out. It's a hard thing to talk about. If you're a transgender and you got your hammer knocked off, go ahead.
Or had his privy member cut off.
If you got your stones and your hammer cut off, read.
Shall not enter into the congregation of the Most High.
You're not going to enter into the congregation of the Most High. So, all of these sisters, young sisters, black sisters, Israelite princess sisters being kidnapped. Did you see Jody? Have you seen Cynthia? All of them are getting taken and missing, and they're getting their wounds taken out, and they're giving them to them nasty transgenders so that they can have children. Read again from the top.
He that is wounded in the stones.
You wounded in your stones, read.
Or had his private member cut off.
Or you considered a carpenter with no hammer, read.
Shall not enter into the congregation of the Most High.
To the congregation of the Most High. And with that, I'm going to say shalom. All praises to the Most High God, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Kwam Yashalom.